Hi, I'm John,
And I'm Ted.
and welcome back to whatever the hell this game is turning out to be.
Yeah, Utawarerumono, Mask of Deception. It's technically the second game in like a three-part series.
This is wild, though. And it is very fast in terms of its storytelling.
It slows down significantly. It's gonna get to slice of life for a long time, and it'll take a while to get into anything real good.
Yeah. Well, and it's giving me Persona vibes in the fact that the first 4 hours is
His text,
tutorializing.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We're outside. I'm finally safe. My legs give out. I collapse onto the snowy ground. By the way, if you want to read
Oh
the
yeah,
narration
I
part,
can do
you
that.
can too.
I can,
Oh, whoops. Wait.
yeah. I can barely even believe I was able to run as much as I did. I guess humans really can't do anything when their lives. Blah, blah, blah. I guess humans really can do anything when their lives are on the line.
Okay, there we go.
The girl's exhausted too. Can't blame her. And she takes a seat, catching her breath.
She saved my life. I should at least thank her properly. Thank you so much for saving me.
Did she even hear me? My throat is raspy and raw, and I can't speak up that well.
Yeah, that's not happening. I can't do raspy.
She notices and turns toward me. She has a strange look on her face, like she's seen something she wasn't expecting to.
Seeing her face again like this, there really is something beautiful about her.
That slightly confused expression too. Wow, she's cute. Is there something wrong with my face?
Oh, no, not really.
Still though.
Question mark.
I take my eyes off you for just a moment and you disappear, but I never imagined something like this. I'm glad I made it in time, but in the future, I think I'd prefer you didn't cause me so much trouble.
I'm sorry.
By the way, like Naruto, she's a verbal tick, but hers does have a meaning.
Okay.
She is like kana, I think, which means like I think, or something.
Oh, interesting. Hmm? Wait, take her eyes off me, and I disappeared? What does she mean by that? She seems somehow familiar, too. Does that mean you know who I am?
Huh?
If you know who I am, where I'm from, please, tell me.
Huh? Oh.
Who am I? Where am I? What was that thing that attacked me? What was... I mean, how... I'm trying to ask all my questions at once, and none of them are coming out right.
The girl stands with a troubled smile on her face and extends her hand to me. We should head back for now.
Huh?
If you stay out here dressed like that, you're going to end up with a cold.
Dressed?
Oh, right. The cold air hits me all at once again, and I finally remember the state I'm in.
Come to think of it, have I really been flailing around this whole forest in this flimsy thing?
Fake sneeze.
Fake sneeze.
She lets out a laugh, clear as a bell, at the sound of my sneeze echoing through the forest. Here. She takes my hand with her pale, delicate fingers and pulls me to my feet. Let's go.
Hey.
I shifted my hand slightly, squeezing back at her grip, that lone touch of warmth. I couldn't have known what lay ahead of us. That this was only the beginning. And now we're gonna have to end up muting this because stuff. I'll see if I can keep the actual video of this opening cinematic in, but I have no doubt we're gonna have to at least mute it.
Cut the audio.
Cut the audio, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What's interesting is For context, this game takes place, the kingdom that it's in is located in modern Russia, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Modern, like, far eastern Russia.
Gotcha.
You will be able to see maps and, like, the glossary and stuff.
Is this ufotable?
No, I think it's White Fox. I think it's the same group that did the actual animated series for this.
The reason I ask is because it is Atlas, and Atlas tends to use ufotable. Is it ufotable for their cutscenes?
No, I think it's Namco Bandai that uses ufotable.
Okay, maybe I'm getting confused. So are you the only human?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there's one more, but I won't spoil that.
Gotcha.
Everyone else is like a successor species.
Okay, so is it like isekai style where you got transported here, or
you were in hibernation, basically?
Okay.
That's a big spoiler, actually.
So are we Lank? Are we Lank?
You're kind of like Link from Breath of the Wild, yeah.
Nice. Definitely gonna have to cut this music. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's beautiful, and I'm sure you can find it on YouTube, but like, we're gonna have to cut it.
Yep.
In fact, if we can find a link to like this,
the actual opening cutscene.
Yeah, so we can throw it into the description for people to check out.
Into the doobly-doo.
Into the doobly-doo, you know, the doobly-doo. I'm a sucker for like interesting design functionality, and I will say this is like the first like very, very anime game where I'm like, it looks like they actually pulled a lot of their design details from like Chinese rather than Japanese.
A lot of Ainu as well.
It's really pretty. I love the design details.
Hey, trophy.
Hey, I got a trophy.
The beginning.
Very on my way to platinum. That's a lie.
Upon returning to the tent, the girl starts digging through her bags.
By the way, really quick, can I just leave my controller here and just keep hitting X, or am I eventually going to need to
eventually you're going to need to, but only in combat scenes.
Okay.
Cool. Only in actual gameplay combat.
In that case, I'm literally going to like set it up
and just occasionally hit X.
Yeah.
I'm sure I put it somewhere back here. Aha! There we go. I was wondering what to do with these. I certainly didn't think they'd come in handy like this. With those words, the girl holds out some folded fabrics.
Sorry.
Here, a change of clothes. If you keep walking around like that, you'll catch a cold.
Was that your stomach?
That was my stomach. I hope it got picked up.
Yo, I wonder if it did, because that was loud boy time. You must be hungry.
Yeah.
We are having dinner after this.
They definitely seem sturdier than the clothes I had on, but... Don't make that face. They're men's clothes.
Are you sure about that?
John Cena. Insert John Cena here.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm gonna go draw some water. I'm gonna mute my phone. I should probably do that too.
We both have that problem.
She's trying to give me some privacy. That's kind of her. By the way, she was like my, I think, 2015, 2016, like, anime waifu.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Because she is, like, a thing for archaeology. So, there's that.
That is your wife. Well, does she have step-on-you energy, though?
No, but she does have, like, long, dark hair and like, fair skin, so...
Okay, so she's, like, 75% of the way.
There is something at the end of the game, but I really don't want to spoil that. A burst of cold air streams in as the girl makes her exit.
God, that's cold. Okay, if I stay like this any longer, I'm gonna come down with something.
I spread out the clothes she gave me, but something's missing. One crucial important thing. I stare uncertainly, head tilted.
Where's the underwear?
Yeah, because underwear didn't exist in the Middle Ages. They had, like, loincloths and other things. Yeah. I turn the clothes inside out, right side out, even shake them around, but no underpants.
Figures. She wouldn't Wow, brain.
Neither of us can read today.
No, I read that right, but my like there was a literal short circuit between my brain and my mouth,
that
where I
is
was
the
halfway through
worst.
that word, where I was
And
like,
it just stopped.
yeah, where I wish I could show you the face I just made, audience, because I literally made myself have a stroke face, because I literally, my brain just completely short circuited. Jesus. Figures she wouldn't miraculously just have to have spare. Wow. Figures she wouldn't miraculously just happen to have spare men's underwear around the place. Which means I have no choice.
Because I have no choice, because I am a slave to the whims of fate, I'll have to go commando.
It's not like this is something I want to do. Primitive man was naked to start with, so don't freak out. It'll just be more brisk than usual.
Trying to reassure myself, I start putting on the clothes provided, but...
Okay, let's see, these pants. There's a hole here, so this must be the front? Oh, is that a tail hole?
Yeah, everyone has tails in this series. Except for the human.
Okay, that doesn't feel at all comfortable. Whatever. Next, I get this top on, and I just tie it off with this sash. There we go. Honestly, though, this thing's pretty uncomfortable.
The top's a little off, but the bottom just has way too many things wrong with it.
The way it's stretching can't be good for it, and it's getting a little drafty downstairs. Since the fly opens so wide, it's pretty well ventilated. Well, more like it's letting the wind right in. Real problem here is how I'm gonna make sure I don't accidentally flash anyone.
There are some serious issues with these clothes. I'm just a gust of wind away from becoming a streaker. Something tells me this isn't gonna work.
Maybe I should just explain and ask to borrow some underwear. No, I can't do that. Even if it's a perfectly innocent and honest request, a guy can't ask a girl for underpants. And she's lending these out of the kindness of her heart. I can't go begging for more. I don't need to bother her with this. Just gotta get a little creative.
Having settled on a course of action, I fumble with the fabric for a little while longer.
Oh, got it. I can use this heavier fabric as a kind of apron. Now this can be...
I feel eyes on me and glance up. She's standing there, staring, amazed, concerned, and exasperated. You aren't messing around, are you? I see something in her expression twitch as she awaits my response.
That look in her eyes. It's like a parent saying, I'm not mad, just disappointed in you.
God, that's
no,
such a
look,
feeling.
I can explain. I'm only dressed like this because there wasn't any underwear.
The thing you have wrapped around your waist right now isn't up to pair you. It goes on your shoulders.
Huh?
You've got everything on the wrong sides for the top, too, and I think the pants are on backwards.
Backwards? Hold on, the fly's here, so that makes it the front, right?
That's where the tail's supposed to run through.
Huh? Tail?
I'm caught off guard. A tail's not exactly something you expect to come up in normal conversation. I glance over and notice something swaying behind her. Something rope-like, extending from just above her rear, something covered in fur, almost like...
A tail? Come to think of it, I think I saw it behind her while we were running in the caves.
But I dismissed the thought, of course. Common sense says that's ridiculous.
No. There's just no way. It must be some kind of accessory or something.
As I ponder the possibilities, I reach out and grasp the swaying tail.
How dare you not ask for permission?
Yeah.
Wow, this is really something. It looks and feels like an actual tail. And this texture, it's even soft to the touch.
Well...
Fluffy, soft, and silky smooth. It feels amazing and make a perfect scarf. It's even wriggling, but I can't work out if there's... Wait. I hate when sentences have weird grammatical tics, and this is one of those examples. And it's even wriggling, but I can't work out if there's some mechanism moving it. There's, like, that's just a weird sentence to say.
Floof.
Hmm? What's this? It's even getting all fluffed up now.
Oh, sorry. As I run my hands over the soft fur, it suddenly puffs up, like its hairs are standing on end.
The heck?
Curiosity getting the better of me. I grab it with both hands, and at that moment... Ah! Ah!
What the?
I think that her voice actress is the same as Mash's Japanese, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Her outburst surprises me, and I instinctively let go of the tail. I look back at her, uncertain of what just happened. I'm gonna look that up, by the way. As I meet her eyes, I see her shoulders trembling, and she's glaring at me.
Hey, what's wrong?
What's wrong? Staring icily, the girl steps towards me. What do you think you're doing?
What do I what?
You heard me. What are you doing grabbing a girl's tail like that? I was quite clear, I think.
Grabbing a... No, that was only... Wait, you don't mean that's real?
Of course it is. If this beautiful tail of mine isn't real, then what is?
No, it's just...
I stagger backwards, feeling a sense of power from her completely at odds with her cute looks. She strokes her tail lovingly, as if she's trying to soothe the thing after my picking at it. But even still, just grabbing my tail without even a warning.
No, well, I mean, how do I put it?
She lets out a deep sigh. Looks like you honestly didn't know, so I suppose it can't be helped. I'll let it go for now.
Well, sorry? But it's not like you would expect anyone to have a real tail. I mean, humans did evolve from apes, and I guess there's been cases of reverse evolution.
Huh? The girl looks at me strangely, as if she wants to respond to my belated attempt at excuses.
I got my eye itches. Hmm? Am I seeing things? A beautiful face, elegant facial features, and shiny black hair. Yep, no problems here. She's definitely cute, but that's not really the issue right now. The problem is, I didn't notice in all the commotion, but are those furry tufts on her head?
What's wrong now?
That's you.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting.
No worries.
Those big ears, big furry ears, twitch for a moment.
Oh! Well, that's, ears and a tail. She looks human, but is she something else? No, wait. I can't afford for her to leave me behind for asking too many dumb questions. It's nothing.
See. Best to just act like I didn't see anything.
I'm not too familiar with the customs and etiquette around these parts, is the thing.
That's plain enough from just looking at you. What are you doing with these clothes? The girl lets out a small sigh at my excuse. Anyhow, we may as well get you properly dressed.
Yeah.
At her words, I hastily start working on undoing the strings. Maybe I made the knots too tight.
There we go. That one's untied. Next I'll... this one's knotted pretty tight too.
As I fumble, the girl kneels and patiently starts undoing the knots herself with easy deftness. Hold still.
Alright, thanks.
Swish. I never imagined you'd use this thing as a sash, although we might have to end up going over just so we can get to a save point.
Yeah.
She murmurs with an odd wryness, setting her attentions on the sash holding up my pants.
Really? Well, it's long and narrow, so I just figured.
I almost miss her muttered reply. It's underwear.
Huh?
Like I said, underwear.
Underwear? This long strip of cloth is supposed to be... How is something this long supposed to cover... Wait. Is it one of those loincloths things?
I suppose you can say that. I'm sure you didn't know, but still, the fact that you decided to use it as a sash instead...
Hmm.
The girl giggles at my visible dismay, but keeps working, hands darting over the cloth. All that's left is... Swish! She pulls the cloth strip off my waist in one smooth tug, but... Whoomp. Huh? That loincloth sash was the only thing holding up my trousers. If that came off, then naturally... The pants hit the floor and it flops out before her eyes, swaying jauntily despite the lack of wind.
It's a penis.
Yep. The girl freezes at the visual ambush. I forgot that's the wording used.
That's a hell of a choice.
Unable to tear her eyes from the strange intruder.
Hello?
The girl's face, neck, hands, and body slowly flush bright red, like she's boiling whole, and then... Eh?
Eh?
How is that scream coming out of her? I feel faint for a moment, overcome by ultrasonic distress. And just as I put my hands over my ears, trying to block out the piercing shriek... Thud.
Yeah!
A terrible, vengeful force hits me below, and my world is pain.
Oh, excuse me.
Vengeful
I need to go back really quick. That's actually how it would have sounded. Time passes.
That should be everything. The girl nods in satisfaction, giving me a gentle and encouraging pat on the back.
I get it. So this is how it's actually worn.
There's another gap in my memory, but I managed to survive whatever happened at least. Must be thanks to all that good karma.
So this is what it's supposed to feel like. It's easy to move in, much different from earlier.
I spin in place, trying to get a sense of how the clothes fit. Compared to this, the first try was like getting myself into a straitjacket. With no tail to speak of and no intention to show off my ass, we agreed to sew the tail hole shut.
She talks about having a tail like it's natural, but she seems fine with me not having one.
I was a bit curious about that, but I guess everyone's different.
Thanks. For everything.
I turned towards her, formally expressing my gratitude. Oh, no, I don't mind, and we did have a few misunderstandings, so... Now then. The girl sits up straight, turns to me, and announces in a clear, forthright tone. Kuan.
Huh?
My name. I haven't told you yet, I think. Kuan. That is my name.
Oh, your name, huh? Kuan.
And what do they call you?
My name...
Yes, your name. Kuan's words stir something in my mind. Something important.
Oh, right. I am... Wait. Hold on.
I bury my face in my hands and try to dredge up any memories. There's bound to be something. Anything.
I am...
But for some reason, Nothing came. No ending to the sentence. Well, where did you come from? Or perhaps, what have you been doing until now?
Where am I from? Where am I from? Where am I from? Where am I from?
The words repeat in my mind like an incantation, but nothing. I can't think past the haze. I see. I can tell Kuon's also troubled, now that my memory loss doesn't seem so temporary.
What have I been doing up until now?
As the thought crosses my mind, I raise my head again, my gaze falling on her.
That's right, she was... I don't remember much, but if she was the one taking care of me, then maybe...
It looks like she's noticed my look of anticipation. When she speaks, her voice is quiet. You were passed out, alone in these remote mountains.
Alone?
Mm-hmm. And I'd never sleep well at night again if I just left you, so I took care of you. So I'm sorry to get your hopes up, but I think that's really all I know about you for sure.
I see.
I'm sorry.
No, it's my fault for getting my hopes up.
That's kind of you to say, but this is a mess, isn't it? I didn't think it'd turn out like this. Muttering, Kuon presses her hand to her forehead and rubs her temples with her fingers.
Yeah, this is a mess, all right. Great. What am I supposed to do in a situation like this? All I found out was that I have no idea who I am. By the way, where am I?
Would you understand if I said we're west of Kujiri, deep in the Shishiri province?
I see. No idea. Finding out the name of this place doesn't help me one bit, since I still have no clue where I am. Is there anything else? Something else I can ask her? Right, that huge thing.
Huge thing?
Yeah, that's right. That wriggly, slimy slime thing that attacked me. What was that?
Slime? Kuon cocks her head at first, bewildered, but then something seems to dawn on her. Oh, perhaps you're talking about the Tatari.
Tatari?
That's what it's called. It's a type of creature, I suppose. Kuon replies, uncertainty clear in her tone and expression.
Excuse me.
If you asked me what it is, I wouldn't have a solid answer for you, to be honest. All I know is that it lives deep underground, where the sun doesn't reach. And it'll attack and eat living creatures that wander inside its lair for sustenance. Also, it never dies, and I think that's all.
Never dies?
Right, it just can't. Burn it, cut it, beat it, it still revives instantly. No matter what you do, you can't kill it.
No, come on. No living creature can actually be immortal. Maybe its body and mind are just that resilient, and that makes it harder to kill it?
No, it's true. No matter what we do to it, it never dies. Doesn't matter what's done or how. We just fight to drive it off, or to scare it off... or scare it off with lights and loud sounds. Those seem to work well. So we don't even know how many there are, or much about it at all, really.
What kind of monster is that? That's way too spooky.
So you were really lucky. If I'd arrived just a bit later, there'd be nothing left of you, right? Alright. Her words bring to mind the huge insect swallowed whole and melted away in the thing's body. Kuon laughs, maybe at the sudden paleness in my expression, and continues. Don't worry. Stay away from its habitat, and keep to the paths when you travel in the wilds. As long as you keep those rules in mind, you'll rarely run into any trouble.
Rarely? Huh? So everything I went through, all that was just ridiculously improbable bad luck?
Well, you never know. It'd be best to just accept that these things happen and deal with it, I think. After all, a gust of wind at the worst time could be all it takes to end someone's life. She says it almost casually.
Not sure if that matter of fact tone is because that whole mess is behind us, or...
Well, What do you plan to do now?
Now? What can I do?
Ah, sorry, I suppose that's a bit of an unfair question. How are you supposed to answer a question like that when you don't even remember your own name?
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Well, if that's the case... Something occurs to her, and she offers a gentle suggestion. Perhaps this is some kind of fate. Why don't you let me look after you for a little while?
Huh?
The bizarre idea has left me... The bizarre idea has me at a brief loss for words.
This girl's gonna take care of me? Oh, no, I couldn't. But I do appreciate the... No, wait. If I go off on my own here, I'm either going to get lost or end up at some monster's dinner. I'm still unsure, but she's done a lot for me. She wouldn't turn on me now. Not after all this. I can at least rely on her until I understand what's going on. I'll just accept this as some good fortune. Understood. I'll be relying on you at least for a bit.
Kuan smiles gently as I bow my head to her. Yes, I think that's a wise choice. Obedience is always a good thing.
Uh-oh. She looks relieved. It's pretty clear if I had refused, I probably wouldn't have made it on my own.
Well, now that that's settled, we should at least decide on a name for you.
A name?
Well, you can't stay nameless forever. You can't remember what you're called, right?
Yeah. She has a point. Not having a name could get inconvenient, especially when you get to town. Okay, anything's probably... Hold on. Maybe this is a golden opportunity. I'm not happy about having no memories, but it does mean I've basically got a clean slate, which brings us to this. I can pick myself a really cool and mysterious name. Maybe my name has was something bland and dull before this. Well, that's not so bad. Could just as easily have been something ridiculous and embarrassing. You know what? Amnesia's not so bad. It's awesome, even. Gotta make the best of a bad situation. So this is a real opportunity. Can't just go with some random name. Just have to think of a name cool enough to make people jealous, but not something I'd regret later. Okay, my name is...
What kind of name would suit you best?
Huh?
Kuan seems unconcerned by my dramatically outstretched arm, pondering to herself. An uneasy feeling arises, and I nervously ask her.
You aren't planning to think about my new name too, are you?
She looks surprised, like she has no idea what I'm asking. Planning to? It's my duty.
Your duty?
A guardian is essentially a parent. Since I am now your guardian, it's my duty to give you a name.
No, that's... Come on, this tiny girl can't honestly think of herself as my parent, right?
Though, if you'd prefer to go on your own, without me, then by all means, make your own decisions. How can I argue with that? Kuan smiles brightly as I sag in defeat and claps her hands. Then I think it's decided.
So much for the whole awesome name idea.
In the end, I guess I still have no say in anything. Not even my own name. Now let's see. Your new name is... Kuan cocks her head, looking thoughtfully to the ceiling. After a moment of silence, she mutters a couple of syllables. Haku.
Haku?
That's right, Haku. She seems pretty proud of it. Having said it, she smiles confidently. I think you should call yourself Haku from now on.
Haku.
I ruminate over this name she's given me.
It's not that cool.
Did you say something? A slight shiver runs through me, and a chill runs down my spine. Though Kuan is smiling as sweetly as ever at me, my blood runs cold for a moment.
Nope, didn't say a word.
In response to my reaction, Kuan clears her throat with a delicate little cough. Speaking seriously, it's a very distinguished name. It comes from the names... It comes from the name of one celebrated in ancient legends and stories.
Legends?
Yes, from the Utawarerumono. Without any memories or context, I can't really appreciate or understand the significance. But something about the faraway affection in her expression tells me it's an important name.
All right.
From now on... Oh, it's you?
Oh. From now on, then, I'm Haku. Please call me that from now on.
Mm-hmm. Glad to hear it, I think. That's like the verbal tick right there.
Gotcha.
She'll end some things with like, I think, that doesn't really seem like it would fit. God, I hope we get to a save point soon.
Well, here, hold on.
I think we can save it. I'm not sure how close it'll pick us up to the actual thing.
Well, we can jump back to it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It is kind of... We ran a little late, hoping to hit, like, a main save spot, but,
Yeah.
We are running out of time, and both of us are starving, so we will see you guys
Next time.